fighters. And now the 8-count boxing hour would like to present to you a few minutes chatting with the former NABF lightweight champion and perennial world contender in the junior welterweight division. This is Primo Ramos of Mexico. Primo has fought on national television many times. He's fought Meldrick Taylor twice, among others. A great record and very exciting fighter and a nice gentleman. And although there's a lot of noise going on in the gym here while we chat, hopefully you can pick up what he has to say, because Primo is a fine gentleman, and we'd like to present to you Primo Ramos.
Okay, I'm here with top 10 contender in the junior welterweight division, Primo Ramos. Primo is here visiting with us here at the Hideout Boxing Club. Primo, thanks for joining me on the 8-count boxing hour. Okay, well, Primo is one of the most fantastic boxers we've had the privilege of having here in Albuquerque. Primo faced some great fighters in his days. Of course, he is a great fighter himself. 2 times with Meldrick Taylor. And what can you tell us about your first fight with Meldrick Taylor? What do you remember?
Well, I remember that I was, I just got married at that time. And I was kind of broke. I had to set the fight with some money. So, but I was, it was fun. I was able to fight.
Right. And you gave him a really good fight. I remember. I saw that fight. And I remember the rematch then. You fought Meldrick Taylor in the rematch and gave him a heck of a time. How did you feel about Taylor's ability the second time around? Was he a better fighter, or were you better prepared for him?
Well, he was the same kind of fighter. He was just trying to run back, because he knew that I could punch, or I could knock him out. And I think that I won the fight because I connected the best punches, strong punches. He was just right.
But I think Meldrick Taylor's name sometimes wins him a fight if it's close.
Yeah.
Primo, what would you think about facing the man that many consider pound for pound the best fighter in the world, Julio Cesar Chavez? Would you consider fighting him, and how do you think that would turn out?
I think it could be good fight, and also how can I say? Easy fight for me, because he had better style than Meldrick. He's kind of fight that come to you.
Right.
So it's the type of fighters that I like to fight.
Exactly. And I think your styles are pretty similar, actually.
Right.
You both go right inside and get in there and do battle.
It could be better fight than they did. Meldrick and Chavez.
Right. Well, Primo, what do you think about some of the fighters coming up here in Albuquerque? Have you had a chance to see Danny Romero Jr., the fine amateur?
I saw a couple fights there. He's real strong, and he's being burned a lot, and his muscles look big, and I think he's one of the best fighters.
Okay, Primo. I think you fought here in Albuquerque the last time, as I recall, against Jaime Rocky Balboa, who is a NABF champion, or in the top 10. What can you tell us about that fight?
Well, he's kind of fun, and he's dangerous every time, every minute, because he punches a lot. In fact, I don't know if you know that he took the national championship right now. He beat the national champion of Mexico. Now he's the national. He has a title right now.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna try
with him again. Would that be the second time or the third time? Third time. But the first 2 fights, did you beat him, or you want to make it 3 in a row? Okay. Well, Primo, exactly. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to meet you. And if there's anything you want to say to the people of Albuquerque?
Well, I just want to say hello to everybody, and come to support us.
Okay, that's Primo Ramos, one of the finest junior welterweights in boxing today. Thank you very much. Thanks.
And now we'd like to give you the results.